How to organize your thoughts instantly. Look, you ever been in a situation where you just don't know what to say next? I'm not just talking about your public speeches, your debates, your competitions. I'm talking about those day to day convos with your friends and family. We're speaking on a topic and suddenly your mind goes blank. You don't know what to say next, you don't know how to move forward. And then your brain goes on this ramble with multiple thoughts and confusion. And now you have the anxiety of picking the best thought to say out loud. I've been in this situation before, and now I have learned how to overcome it. I'm going to teach you how to do that as well. I'm going to give you three methods that I still use every day whenever I come across this problem. And who am I to say any of these things? Well, I've been a public speaker for over 12 years. I've been into public speeches, debates, elocutions ever since I was a kid, and I've placed very high, and I know my shit. The first method out here is the 3-point method. What is this 3-point method? Well, the 3-point method is really useful because your brain can handle three ideas easily, make someone sound really, really structured, and help with pauses. See, I just use it in real time. Whenever you don't know what to say, you force yourself into thinking in points, right? When there is a main statement, force yourself into thinking 3 points for the statement, and which is what I did here. And you could be thinking, okay, if I don't know what to say, how am I going to force myself into thinking 3 points? Well, as I said, the brain is really good at just coming up with 3 points. It can be with anything. Like even this bottle over here, you can say 3 points like it looks good, it can have a good amount of storage, and it's pretty sturdy. So the 3-point method really, really works. The second method out here is the PEE method. The point, explanation, and example. It's pretty straightforward. You give a point, okay, you just say that point exactly, and then you give a simple explanation to it. You could also use the 3-point method for the explanation, and then you give an example, right? A simple example of this could just be pauses make people sound confident because rushing signals nervousness. And a simple example of this can be when you hear someone speaking really slowly, it sounds really serious. You take them seriously. Very, very simple, very, very structured, right? You give a point, you give an explanation, and then you give an example. Now, one other trick that I will give to you is the one sentence trick. That is, no matter what you're asked in a conversation, you answer with one simple sentence first. One simple sentence first, and then you give your brain to think while you're saying the sentence as well. A simple example of this can be when someone asks you, why do you think people struggle to speak? And you just answer back, people struggle to speak because I think they have a lack of structure. What I mean by this is, that's it. While you're saying that sentence, right, you said, the reason I believe people struggle to speak is because they have a lack of structure. That is a sentence that doesn't require much thinking because it's very simple problem, very simple answer. So while you say that, you give your brain more time to think about more points. And that's when all these other methods can be used after saying that sentence. Another tip, one last tip that I will give to you, it's more of like a passive ability, is to use your pauses very, very wisely. Because pauses used in the right places make you sound really, really confident. And while you pause, it gives yourself time to breathe and think. And there is a bigger explanation to that in my other video, which you should check out. I have 2 other videos speaking on the topic of speech. Right? Check that out, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and more videos will be coming soon. Thank you.